everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Melissa Toth, and I decided to get a little bit festive for the holidays. But tonight we're going to talk about why to use Norwex and how to use Norwex. So a little bit about me. I used to be a 5th grade teacher, and now I work from home, stay at home with my kids, and have been for about the last 10 years. And I teach a different way to clean. You can see if Norwex is a good fit for your home. So why do I use Norwex? Well, first of all, it's easy, it's fast, and it saves my family time and money. I had no idea until I started learning more about Norwex how harmful the other products I was using were to my health and to my family's health. So check this out. This is why I use Norwex. 84,000 chemicals have been created in the last 50 years. Fewer than 300 of them have been tested for their impact on our health. So those sprays, those wipes, all those things that we use have a lot of chemicals in them, and fewer than 300 chemicals have been tested. Okay, that's not cool. And 51,000 trees are cut down every day from North America's paper towel habit. That's a lot of paper towel. So Norwex is all about making life better, cleaner, safer, reducing our waste on the environment, because there's so many products that we are going to use over and over and over again, and so you're not having to throw things away after single use. Another reason why I use Norwex is one of my friends was diagnosed with breast cancer, and her oncologist said, buy this book and live by it as closely as you possibly can. I know we probably have all been impacted in some way by cancer, unfortunately, whether it's someone we know or a friend or something like that. But in the middle here, it has a whole section called Anti-Cancer Action. And it says, little changes that make a big difference. And I know you probably can't read this, but it's a bulleted point list, so I'm going to read them for you. The first one says, air out your dry, clean clothing. The second one says, avoid pesticides and insecticides. The third one down says, avoid chemical cleaning products. The next one says, avoid skin contact with aluminum. Then it says, avoid parabens and phthalates in cosmetic products. Okay, so those are the reasons, little things that we can do in our home to make the health of our family members better. Norwex is all about cleaning products, but we also have a lot of body and skincare products, which cover that last fact there about the phthalates and all those things. We have a lot of different products. So we're going to cover our main cleaning products tonight, okay? The first one, by the way, I can't see comments. It's not working for me tonight. So if you comment, I will go back to my computer and I'll respond to you. But I would love for you to comment. Tell me hello if you're here. If you've used these products, tell me how you use them. And why don't you answer this for me? Tell me what your favorite Christmas carol is. What's your favorite Christmas carol? Mine is probably O Holy Night, but literally I love them all. I really do. Okay, we're going to start with this Enviro cloth. This is our E for Everything cloth. This is microfiber, but it's a little different than typical microfiber for a few reasons, okay? One is the amount of fiber that is in this cloth. This cloth has very, very, very tiny, tiny fibers. So if I took a human hair and I cut it 200 times thin, that's how tiny the microfiber is within this cloth. Each strand is 1/200th the width of a human hair. Because it's so tiny, that makes this cloth very dense. So if I were to take this one cloth and unravel it, it would stretch from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. That's how much fiber is just in this one cloth alone. Those two things give it the ability to remove everything from your surface, dirt, dust, grease, and bacteria, using only water. So we're only going to use water to clean. Okay, the third main difference about this cloth and typical store shelf microfiber is that there is silver embedded in this cloth. Silver is a natural inhibitor of growth of mildew, bacteria, and odor. So if you've ever had that stinky dishcloth smell in your kitchen, that's bacteria growing in your cloth. That's one of my pet peeve smells. I do not like that smell at all. And so if you've experienced that, that's what that is. Norwex does not allow any of that to grow because the silver is breaking that down. And what it does is essentially breaks down the cellular walls of any type of bacteria in the cloth, eats away at it, and so you're not going to get that odor in your cloth. It self-purifies itself. Silver is used in lots of other areas. In hospitals, they use it for wound treatment. And so same concept. It's a microsilver that's woven within this cloth. Okay, to use it, you're going to get wet with just water like I did. And you want to give it a nice fold like this. So you have a flat surface. Okay, if you bunch up a cloth, there's going to be a lot of places that don't touch the surface that I want cleaned, and we want a nice glass. So all those little tiny microfibers are removing everything. So before I go a little further, I want to explain the difference between a chemical cleaner and mechanical cleaning, which is what Norwex is, okay? You're probably most familiar with chemical cleaning. This is what I used all the time before Norwex. Chemical cleaning works if you follow the directions properly, but make sure you do. So if you've never looked at the back of your canister, please do. Let me tell you what this says. It says use on non-food contact surfaces. So not in your kitchen, not on your daughter's high chair tray like I did when I had, way back when, had a baby. I had no idea. If you're in the same boat, that's where I was, okay? You're supposed to wear gloves. You have to keep the surface visibly wet for 4 minutes in order to do the task. So like when you're at the grocery store and you go grab that wipe and you wipe it across the handlebar, that is doing nothing unless you wipe for 4 minutes. You have to wipe for 4 minutes in order to disinfect, in order to kill what's on site, okay? You are supposed to wash with water afterwards because these guys know that they don't want you to just leave the chemical residue and essentially the dead organisms on your surface. So you wipe with this and then you wipe with water, okay? It says right here, it is hazardous to humans and domestic animals. So if you've got any humans and domestic animals in your home, it's hazardous to their health. So that's what these are. This is chemical cleaning, this is mechanical cleaning. Now let's think about a weed in your garden, okay? If you had a weed in your garden, you can go over to the weed, you can spray it with a weed spray. Eventually that weed is gonna shrivel up and die, but that dead weed is there and so is the chemical residue. That's the same thing as this, okay? Mechanical cleaning or mechanical weeding, if you will, it's like if you go to the weed and you pick it up, roots and all, and get rid of it. And that's what Norwex is doing. All those little tiny fibers that I told you about, it's picking up everything into the cloth, and then we're going to rinse it down the drain when we're done. So let me show you. I am going to turn you over here a little bit to my mirror, and I'm going to show you how I clean my mirror. So I'm going to add a little bit of this body balm to our mirror. This stuff is amazing. It's like a giant chapstick for your entire body, especially good if you have dry heels. This time of year, it's amazing, okay? So, and it smells so good. So I'm gonna add the body balm. Not that we have to add that before, but it's just going to represent like grease in your kitchen or toothpaste smears on your mirror, or if you have any animals, any pets that leave their nose prints on the windows, that's what this is representing, okay? So your first step is you're going to get your cloth wet, which I already did with just water, and then you're going to wipe your surface. Your EnviroCloth can be used on any and every surface. It's called the EnviroCloth E for everything. Now, if this were actually something that I want shiny, like a mirror, which it is, or a window, or a refrigerator, or stainless steel appliance, your first step is going to be to wipe it, but you can see it's still a little bit smeary. So the next thing you're going to do is grab a window cloth, and you want to leave this dry. This is your purple polishing cloth. We have a few different colors though, but you want to leave it dry, and this is going to polish your windows and your mirrors streak-free, and they're shiny every single time, okay? So that's how you use your EnviroCloth. Like I said, anywhere. So you can use it on your kitchen counters, you can use it on your stovetop, your appliances, inside and outside. You can use it on your car steering wheel, you can use it on walls. If I spill something while I'm cooking, I'll grab one and I'll just wipe my shirt, and then I might still have to treat it at some point, but this is going to take that initial, mess out. Literally every surface. When you're done using it, you're going to rinse it with hot water, hang it by the tag. Every cloth has a tag. Hang it by the tag and let it dry, and that's when the silver is going to go to town to self-purify. We will put it in the washing machine, we will put it in the dryer, but I'll show you that part in just a minute, okay? So those are like two of our basics, like so helpful, okay? When I'm cleaning, I kind of throw one over each shoulder and off we go. Next one I want to show you is our dusting mitt, okay? This makes dusting very handy, pun intended, because you're just going to slip it on your hand. I do recommend give it a static charge first, rub it together. Here's some fun facts. Did you know that every person in your home sheds 1.5 grams of skin cells every single day? It's true. The grosser part is that 1 million dust mites can feed on that amount of skin cells. So I have 5 people in my home. We can feed 5 million dust mites every day. This is ground cinnamon. It's gonna represent my my dust for our video here. It smells great. I wish dust always smelled that good. Okay, 1.5, okay, where was I? Here's the gross part. Each dust mite releases about 20 fecal pellets every day. And that microscopic stuff, the microscopic poop, that's what we're breathing in. When we have a dust allergy, we're breathing that in. So not only does dusting our home make it look better, it's better for our health. We're not breathing that in. So dust mitt, rub it together, and then you're just going to dust, okay? So like I said, the ground cinnamon can kind of show you how it just picks up the dust just like that, okay? And then you keep it dry to dust. You're gonna take this outside and I hit it against the wall outside. You can use a vacuum attachment to suck it off. We have a rubber brush for our mop, and you can brush that outside or over a trash can as well. Use this over and over and over again. Yes, you can put it in the washing machine. Yes, you can put it in the dryer. Keep it dry to dust. But a couple other tricks, you can use it wet and wash your window screens without having to pop them off. You can use it for your blinds. Just close your blinds and just swipe right down them. You can use it for sandy toes when you go to the beach. Keep it dry, bring it with you to the beach, and then you can just use it to get all the sand off the toes before they come into your home or into your vehicle. So that's another use for the dusty mitt. Okay, then we have our cleaning paste. This stuff is magical. It's kind of one of those things, like if you have a really hard mess, try the EnviroCloth, but it may not get it up. So you may have to get something a little more hardy, and that's our cleaning paste, okay? I have a whiteboard here, and I wrote with permanent marker, $200, okay? I'm gonna show you. If I take my EnviroCloth and wipe this, it's not really coming up, okay? So rust, permanent marker stains, your stove top, that's where I use this the most. The stovetop can be a pain when you boil or drip something over, especially this time of year when we're baking and cooking so much. So this is where I grab my cleaning paste. Now it is a solid, okay? And you just need a little bit. And so you get a little bit on your EnviroCloth, or we have a few different scrubbies. I recommend the Enviro Scrubs or the Speary Sponge. Those are fantastic to go with it. Now I put $200 on here because, wow, look at that. I put $200 in because my average host earns about $200 of free Norwex. So if you already are kind of seeing things that you want, but you don't want to buy it all right now, which I totally understand, hosting a party is a great way to go. Look at that. Because my average host gets about $200 of free Norwex, but also the average home saves about $200 a year on cleaning products when you invest with Norwex, because you're again not having to buy the dust sprays and the wipes and the disposable mop pads and the glass cleaner. You don't have to buy all those things. I haven't bought those in 10 years, literally 10 years. Think about all the money I've saved on that. Okay, cleaning paste. Those items, EnviroCloth, window cloth, right here, EnviroCloth, window cloth, dusty mitt, and cleaning paste, and our laundry detergent make up what's called our Safe Haven 5 set. If you are new to Norwex, I highly, highly recommend looking at the Safe Haven 5 set, because you can do so much of your cleaning. It can make a huge impact on your home, on things that you won't have to buy by using the Safe Haven 5 set. But we have laundry detergent, like I said, and there are 4 different types of laundry detergent. So you can pick which Safe Haven 5 set you want to go with your laundry detergent. So let me tell you about all of them. This one right here, woo, is called our Ultra Power Plus Laundry Detergent. And this is a powdered detergent. This is what we've had for years. So maybe you've tried Norwex detergent before. This is probably what you've used. The thing that I love about it is you don't have to use very much. It's very highly concentrated. It comes with a scoop. I say recycle your scoop and get yourself a teaspoon or a tablespoon. So for a large load of laundry, if you have a water softener, you only need about a teaspoon of laundry detergent for a large load. If you don't have, or if you have a high efficiency machine, excuse me, if you don't have a high efficiency, if you have a conventional washing machine, you need about a tablespoon of laundry detergent for a large load of laundry. So it's fantastic. It's so highly concentrated. It's safe. It's great for taking care of your Norwex products. It's excellent for all of your laundry, okay? And there's a lot of other uses for it as well. You can put it in a carpet cleaner. We've done that before, and I can't even tell you how nasty that water was coming out of our carpets. But then I was using something safe on our carpets and not something filled with toxins, okay? You can use it to clean jewelry, you can use it to clean makeup brushes, lots of different uses for our Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent. So this is great stuff. We also have, this is a newer one, it's called Powerzyme, and this is also a powder, but it has enzymes added to it. So if you have anybody in your home that is especially smelly, my family is, I feel like I have 2 boys, I have a husband who works out a lot, and we just have some smelly people. So, so I use this Powerzyme quite a bit. The enzymes, what they do is they target a specific thing and can really work on that. So again, free from all the harmful chemicals, no phthalates or, nothing like that in there. Okay, very safe. But it has the enzymes that will target the odor and then stain, specifically for stain and odor for this, okay? So this is the one that I find myself using quite a bit, but you do have to use a little bit more in my opinion. Okay, then we have liquid laundry detergent. If that's more your jam to use liquid, look how small this is and how little space it's gonna take up in your laundry room. And the reason is because it's a pre-measured pump and it's very highly concentrated. So all you have to do is just squirt into your laundry. We have a lavender scent and then we have unscented if you prefer unscented. Okay, so for a large load, you're gonna put 3 pumps in for high efficiency, 5 pumps for a standard washing machine, okay? And then we have laundry detergent strips, which is excellent for travel, really good for college students, and great for anyone with arthritis because their hands, like it's just easier to handle than big bottles and big cups. I've had people who have arthritis that say they like this because it just is better for them. So it comes, this is actually half of a strip. It comes like this, and you just are gonna tear it and toss it into your washing machine. If you have a smaller load, you can actually rip it in half again, which I have some of those in here, and then throw it right into your laundry. So there you go, just throw a half a strip in and it dissolves. So this is great for traveling. So if you are flying on an airplane or whatever, you can just throw a couple of these into your suitcase and then you have some laundry detergent. Look how light that is. And it's not gonna be messy, it's not gonna leak. Fantastic stuff. Okay, specifically taking care of your Norwex products. You're going to rinse them out with hot water, hang them by the tag to dry, okay? About every week or so, I collect all my Norwex products, I put them in the washing machine, I put them in the dryer. You want to use a free and clear laundry detergent, no fabric softener, no dryer sheets, and no bleach. Our detergents, any of these 4 that I shared with you, are going to take care of your products the best, okay? And there are people that have used their same Norwex cloths for like 10 years by taking care of them well. So I highly recommend that, using a Norwex laundry detergent, but if not, at least use a free and clear detergent. I think that's about it as far as taking care of your products. You can put them in the dryer. I think I said that, but you can put them in the dryer and let them dry. Just don't put them. Oh, the other thing is you want to put them in a lint-free load. So not anything super fuzzy like fleece blankets or towels. The microfiber just collects the fuzz. So you want to make sure to not put them in a very lint. So by themselves or with like t-shirts or jeans or sheets or something like that would be just fine. Okay, I'm going to do a really fast lightning round. Hang with me here and tell you about some of the specials that we have. First of all, with the party tonight, you are going to get free shipping from me on any orders of $99 or more. It will show up in your cart, free shipping, okay? That's fun. And then we have some spend and saves, okay? So Norwex offers these. This first one is if you spend $99, you can get a dusty mitt in this pomegranate, which is perfect for the holidays, for $12. And so you're saving $52%, excuse me, not $52, 52% on that. Great for a little stocking stuffer for a gift, or a lot of people like to have 2 because when you put 2 on, you can pick up your trinkets and stuff a little bit easier and just dust that much faster. We also have this optic scarf that if you spend, let's see, sorry, what it is. If you spend $125, you're gonna get this optic scarf for $14. You're saving 30%. This is for glasses, tablets, cell phones, sunglasses. It cleans all of those. And I have had so many people tell me who wear glasses, tell me like it is 20 times better than what they get at the eye doctor. It's so great for tablets, for screens. Again, a great stocking stuffer. All of our kids, you know, have devices and whatnot now. So those are really great. And then down here is our Biozyme dish soap. If you spend $175, you can get this at $21. And this is, it comes with a Forever spray bottle, which is a glass bottle, and then 3 packets of our dish soap. So our dish soap comes highly concentrated in these little pouches. You just turn them, and you pour them into the bottle, and then you add water to fill it up. And so this comes with 3 of them, and then you spray your dishes. Again, it has enzymes in it. The enzymes that are put in for this is specifically food particles, because it's going to clean up, and grease. It's going to clean up those things. So it works great. That's what I use for my dishes. Okay, so that's that. And then we have some specials, 12 days of gifting. This goes through December 12th only, okay? And then we have a ton of bundles. So I'm just going to mention a few of them, but check this out when you're looking on the website. One of them is an EnviroCloth and window cloth in a limited edition color. If you're not picky about your colors, it's going to be a little bit cheaper to do that, called the basic package. Okay, it's $37 instead of $43. We've got right here a kitchen scrub bundle. We have some counter cloths that are 20% off. Counter cloths are like a paper towel replacer. So I really like those, and it's in a unique color. We don't have that in the catalog. So there's a lot of things here. And then if you get 125, if you spend 125 or more, you also are gonna get, where is it? Is this it? No. Oh no, it just tells it down here. If you spend 125 or more, you're going to get 6 free samples of our different skincare line products. So that's kind of fun. It'll just automatically come on, okay? So there's a few things. Some of this is up to 50% off. So kind of take a look and see if any of those sales match what you're looking for. And then oh no, I don't need this one. That isn't anything. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to tell you is that I have these 3 gift bags right here. Gift bag number 1 says $25. Gift bag number 2, $25. And gift bag number 3 says $25. Okay, your host tonight would love it if you consider hosting a party. The first person I only have 3 of these available for each party, okay? So the first person who books a party is going to get a $25 shopping spree from me, and our host is going to get she's going to get double on her host rewards. All her host rewards will essentially be doubled with 1 booking. Okay, the second gift, whoever decides to book their second gift gets a $25 shopping spree from me. And our host is going to get a I can't speak right now, a holiday product. We have a whole holiday line of products. She's going to get a holiday product from me for free. Okay, so you're getting your $25 shopping spree to use at your party. Our host is getting a holiday product from me as part of her host rewards. And then the third item, or the third person who says they would host a party, is also going to get a $25 shopping spree. And our host is going to get 1 item from her wish list on top of all her other host rewards. Okay, so you would help your host so much. You would also get shopping spree money for you to use on the top of all the Norwex stuff. All you need to do if you're interested is say sparkle. Comment sparkle below, and I will connect with you and we can schedule a party. I'm looking into probably January, but we might be able to squeeze one in here in December if you want to do that for gift giving, but I'm probably looking into January otherwise. So let me know if you're interested. Thank you so much again for being here tonight. I hope you learned a lot, and ask me questions at any time. That is what I'm here for. See you later, guys.